Hello and welcome to another episode, and today we're going to do some work on the 05 CTS-V. Now in the first episode I went over how it has a really bad engine vibration and really a driveline issue. I think it's because of a bad harmonic balancer. We're going to get a much better look at that today, but before we do that, I have no maintenance records on this vehicle. Are the plugs original? Oh, mama. Have the ignition wires been replaced? I have nothing. So let's remove the plugs, check the wires, the coil packs, make sure that everything is up to par. Then we'll start up the engine. And with the air box here removed and the intake tube, we're going to have a really good view of the harmonic balancer and see what's what. Super light, certainly hollow as well. Yep, hollow. And this is a familiar sight to me. My first three vehicles from 16 to maybe 25 years old were all small block Chevys. Back then, a little bit different, the technology. You had a distributor with the wires coming out, going to each spark plug. Now you have the packs, the coil packs right here. So it's a little bit cleaner in that sense, but the working room it's tight. It's very tight. These wires do look new. We can test them with a multimeter, but I think the best bet is let's remove the coil packs as a unit and then clear access to removing the spark plug without ripping the wire, and then easy access or easier access to the plugs. And what I'm doing is twisting and pulling, because if you just pull, it may rip the wire. I don't want to do that. Okay. And this is super convenient regarding this design. You can just remove the entire series together. So you have a couple of fasteners, and then we can just pull everything out of the way. Look at that. Nice design. I like that. Now for me, it's always important to keep really organized and structured. So I have a little Munchkin's cup. These are terrific for keeping the fasteners in. Left hand or driver's side, right hand or passenger side. Now these are quite difficult to get access to, and like I said before, I don't want to rip the boot. So this is just a hose removal plier. These are terrific. I'll list this tool in the description box below in case you do need them, but what I want to do is see if I can twist it like this first. There we go. This makes it easier, a lot easier. And then this is just a heat shield. And these are Taylor, by the way. Certainly they look brand new. Okay, got it. So once again, the working room is quite tight. Just have a normal spark plug socket and using a universal, and I'll probably switch it up with a wobbly, very, very small wobbly extension. Gosh, it's tight. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Boy, this is no party. Whew. Oh, we got here? Champion. Oh, they are iridium, which is what the factory calls for. Okay, let's keep going. So if you're doing a job like this, instead of really killing your back, just an extension and a socket that fits over the end of the ratchet, and there you go. Makes it so much easier, so much easier. Number 7. Really not necessary, but I did mark and label every ignition wire. They are, once again, Taylor. These typically are a little bit thicker than the factory's, maybe 7 mil. This is probably 8, maybe 8.5 wires for each corresponding cylinder. So let's get the right hand side done. A little bit tighter on this side because you have the battery here, some more wire looms. So a little bit more challenging, but we'll get it done. Yosh. Ugh. There we go. Whew. Okay, number 2. They don't make this DIY friendly, that is for sure. And we also have Mr. Hood strut in the way, so a little challenging on the passenger side for sure. This is number 4. Yosh. There we go. Okay, that's 6. Oh, mama. Oh, this is like arthritis city right here, man. Oh, this last one's really tough. Holy cow, I may have to take out the battery. Whew, I need a break. My back is killing me here. Now, I've been avoiding removing the battery because I still need an inspection. And once I disconnect the battery, it's going to reset the modules, meaning, if you're not familiar, what that means is you have to drive the vehicle quite a bit for the modules to reset. Otherwise, it's not going to pass the inspection, but I don't have a choice. I need to get some working room here. Oh, man, why batteries have to be so heavy? Yo! Oh, mama. Oh, it's heavy, it's heavy. Oh. So with the battery removed and also the grounding strap, much easier access to the last spark plug. Okay, last one. Now this is a perfect example why you want to check everything. In this case, all of the plugs are Champion Iridium plugs, and the part number is 9405. Now, if I check on Champion's website, that is the recommended plug for this vehicle. But look at the specifications. It states these plugs are pre-gapped at 0.05 inches, when in fact, this engine requires 0.04 inches. And it seems to me the previous installer, if it was a shop or the owner, I don't know, but they recognized that the gap was too large and they used a feeler gauge to adjust the electrode. And 6 out of 8 of the plugs, the gap is too narrow. So right here is 0.04 inches. And if I insert, it's way too tight, way too tight. So at the very least, we have now the correct plugs. I purchased them directly from the dealer, ACDelco plugs. They are a little pricey, but now I know for certain we are in good shape. Now, the other thing I've replaced is the PCV hose. Now, make sure you check this because these can become rock hard. This is the old one. Look at the cracks. Just crack galore and hard as a rock. Just more than likely the original hose. Make sure you check little things like this because it makes a big difference. So I'm going to voice over the engine noise, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but the balancer is not perfectly true. It's certainly wobbly. It's not that bad yet, but it's certainly more than enough that I can clearly notice every time I take this car for a drive. So it looks like we certainly need a balancer on this vehicle.